Psittacosaurus, the parrot lizard of the Cretaceous. When we think of dinosaurs, the first images that come to mind are often the giants, towering sauropods like Brachiosaurus, or apex predators like Tyrannosaurus rex. But the prehistoric world was not ruled by giants alone. Among the shadows of the mighty, there lived creatures small in size yet extraordinary in story. One such creature is Psittacosaurus, the parrot lizard. 1. Time of existence. The dawn of a little survivor. Psittacosaurus lived around 100 to 120 million years ago during the Early Cretaceous. It roamed across vast stretches of ancient Asia, from what is now China and Mongolia, all the way to Siberia and even Southeast Asia. This was a world in transition, continents shifting, mountains rising, and fertile floodplains spreading wide. Fossils of Psittacosaurus are among the most numerous ever found for a single dinosaur genus, with hundreds of specimens from hatchlings to adults. Thanks to this abundance, scientists have been able to reconstruct not only its body, but even glimpses of its daily life. Appearance. The parrot? Among dinosaurs, Psittacosaurus was not large, only about 2 meters long and weighing 20 to 25 kilograms, no bigger than a modern-day dog. Yet its face made it unforgettable. Its snout ended in a sharp, curved beak, strikingly similar to that of a parrot. That beak wasn't for show, it was a precision tool, perfect for clipping plants, snapping twigs, and crushing seeds. But perhaps most intriguing of all was its tail. Some fossil specimens show rows of bristle-like structures running along the top of the tail, not quite feathers, not quite scales, but something in between. These bristles may have been used to attract mates, intimidate rivals, or signal within the herd. Whatever their purpose, they gave Psittacosaurus a truly unique silhouette among dinosaurs. 3. Habitat. Forests and floodplains of the Cretaceous. Imagine an ancient landscape, conifer forests rising beside sprawling ferns, streams winding through lush valleys, the air alive with the wings of pterosaurs. This was the home of Psittacosaurus. The early Cretaceous climate was warm and humid, a haven for plants. Fossil evidence suggests Psittacosaurus thrived in woodlands and river plains, where shrubs, seeds, and tender shoots were plentiful. Such landscapes offered food, water, and shelter, the essentials for survival in a dangerous world. Behavior. A herd of parrot lizards. Some of the most fascinating fossil discoveries are groups of young Psittacosaurs preserved together, hinting at strong social behavior. They likely lived in herds or family groups, much like antelopes or wild horses today. Young ones may have relied on adults for protection and guidance in finding food and water. This suggests Psittacosaurus was more than just an instinct-driven creature. It may have shown a level of parental care, a rarity among dinosaurs. In a world full of predators, safety in numbers was one of their greatest strategies. Diet. Secrets from the stomach. Psittacosaurus was a dedicated herbivore, but how did such a small beak handle tough seeds and plants? The answer lies in an amazing discovery. Scientists have found stomach stones inside Psittacosaurus fossils. These stones, called gastroliths, acted like grinding tools in the stomach, helping to crush food in place of teeth. Modern birds like chickens and ostriches do the same today. It's a brilliant survival trick, showing that Psittacosaurus had already mastered a clever way of eating millions of years ago. 6. Colors and camouflage. A window into the past. In 2016, researchers made a groundbreaking discovery. By analyzing pigments in fossilized skin, they reconstructed the true colors of Psittacosaurus. Its back was darker, while its belly was lighter, a pattern known as countershading. This natural camouflage helped it blend into its surroundings, just like deer or antelope today. Psittacosaurus was not only fast and agile, it was also a master of stealth, able to disappear into the dappled light of the forest floor. 7. Predators, the ever-present threat. Despite its strategies, Psittacosaurus was never safe. Predators such as Velociraptor or the four-winged Microraptor would have hunted it relentlessly. Larger carnivores may also have preyed upon it when the chance arose. For Psittacosaurus, survival was a delicate balance, always on guard, feeding cautiously, and ready to sprint at the first sign of danger. 8. Evolutionary role, the ancestor of giants. Psittacosaurus holds a special place in dinosaur history. It is considered an early relative of the ceratopsids, the horned dinosaurs that would later dominate the late Cretaceous with giants like Triceratops. Where Triceratops carried massive frills and horns, Psittacosaurus had only its parrot-like beak. Yet that beak was the foundation, the first step in a long evolutionary journey that would culminate in some of the most iconic dinosaurs of all time. Psittacosaurus is a reminder that even humble beginnings can lead to greatness. Item 9. Extinction. The end of a little pioneer. For millions of years, Psittacosaurus flourished. But as the environment changed, competition grew fiercer. New herbivores emerged, predators became more advanced, and climate shifts reshaped their world. Gradually, Psittacosaurus disappeared, leaving behind only fossils and stone. Yet thanks to the sheer number of those fossils, Psittacosaurus has become one of the best-studied dinosaurs in the world. Through it, scientists have learned about social behavior, diet, coloration, and even the early steps of Ceratopsian evolution. Closing words. Psittacosaurus was never the biggest nor the fiercest, but it was one of the most remarkable. Its strange beak, its bristled tail, its clever stomach stones, and even its camouflage all tell a story of survival, adaptation, and innovation. When we picture Psittacosaurus today, we see not just a small dinosaur darting through the ferns, but a symbol of how even the smallest creatures can leave an unforgettable mark on Earth's history. Psittacosaurus, proof that you don't need to be a giant to be extraordinary.